Bye-bye.
No, Barrett.
No, but he's in the other bus.
Oh.
But I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Rock Island, Geneseo. I need Rock Island, Geneseo.
I got it. Hold up. Copy. Where's Rusty?
One minute till us.
1 minute till us. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, can they open?
We gotta change the supers.
It's gonna be
for-
Rusty.
Oh, you did?
And
Oh,
it
it's gonna be
should
Rusty.
So there's gonna be Rusty, and
Hey, Mike, how's it going? Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you look great with the earbuds.
Oh, I do my best.
hey, I'm with Kaylin. After Mike gets done, we should have a Rusty Van Waitsinga joining us on Zoom eventually too. So
No.
he's not. So we moved that up underneath Pleasant Valley, and it's right underneath Pleasant Valley, and it'll be.
Corey's
Rusty
fixing
Van
the
Waitsinga.
supers right now.
He's fixing the supers.
Now, WQAD News 8's The Score.
4 quarters, dogfight. Start fast, finish fast, pedal to the middle, all gas, no brakes.
The Quad City's only half-hour high school football show.
We will not back down.
The Score, sponsored by Temple Sporting Goods and AdCraft Custom Apparel.
Welcome to week 8 of The Score, and what a week of high school football it was. Already down to the home stretch, a lot of conference championships on the line, a lot of winning streaks on the line. We'll get to all that. And this is the first week where we've literally needed the grill for more than one thing. We're going to cook off of it. Going to keep you warm too. You look cold.
Well, I'm kind of our designated weather wimp. So anytime there's adverse weather, you go to me to hear the complaints, right? So if I inch towards that grill, you know exactly
By
why.
the end, we'll switch, and she'll be in the middle, and I'll be over here.
Well, it is week 8, and there's a lot of conference titles up for grabs, like you said, and there's a lot of teams that are trying to get into the playoffs, and some teams have their playoffs destinies finished tonight.
Yeah, and we're going to start with the biggest game of the week. It was in the Western Big Six. A battle of unbeatens as Sterling hosting Moline. Conference title on the line. First quarter, Maroons get off to a great start. Gavin Grace goes in from 3 yards out. Maroons with an early 7-0 lead. First play of the second quarter, Sterling makes the right call. Drew Keston keeps it, gets in from 8 yards out. This is the first touchdown against the Moline defense in 18 quarters and tied the game up at 7. But Moline would answer quickly. Alec Ponder to Matthew Bailey. This one covers 67 yards, 14-7. Maroons back in front. That Moline defense continuing to play fantastic. Jasper Ogburn comes up with this interception. That gets the ball back to the offense, and they go right to work. Ponder again, this time to Keegan Brewer. 25-yard pickup inside the 5, down to the 1 yard line, and 2 plays later, Moline finds Pater once again. Grace's second touchdown of the evening. That made it 21-7, Moline at recess. To the second half we go. Ponder back at it, finding Karsten Wall. He goes in from 18 yards out. 28-7, Moline in front, and that defense fantastic all evening. Trey Miranda with the interception. He takes it all the way down to the 2 yard line. That led to a Pablo Perez touchdown, and we'll check out a final score. Moline staying perfect in conference play, 38-7. Your final score. The Maroons very happy. They're heading back to the Quad Cities, and we'll go right to the Moline bus, and we'll check in with head coach Mike Morrissey. I believe he's in there somewhere.
I'm here.
The beautiful. I'm
It's a little dark, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Coach, you're extremely dark, and you're probably going through a funky spot on 88. Talk about this victory and what it meant to you guys to go on the road against a really good Sterling team that I know you guys have a ton of respect for.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I want to say I'm shocked that Celia admitted she was the soft one of the group. I had my favorite but that's okay. That's all right. You know, sometimes you get shockers, and that happens. So, no, you know, back to the game. Obviously, you know, we respect Sterling a tremendous amount, and their kids were really physical tonight, and it caused us a lot of problems. And obviously, was able to move the ball well, and our defense was able to buckle down when they needed to, and that was exciting.
Okay, you can call me soft, but your defense was not soft at all tonight. How much about this game was it for them, you know, bending but not breaking, standing tall when they needed to?
Yeah, they've been that way all year. You know, that's the fun part about it. They've always kind of given up. You know, every game's no different tonight. You know, there were they made big time turnovers in the third quarter. I think that's what really kind of shifted a little bit more in our favor. And then we were.
You know what? I'm going to tell you, Coach, we're having trouble hearing you. I'm going to be the first to say that this is the best you've ever looked on television. The bad lighting does you fantastic. Drive safely home.
Wow.
Enjoy it. Get done the rest of the season. Good luck in the postseason and beyond. We'll talk to you real soon, my friend. We appreciate you.
You got it, guys. Thank you.
Wow, called out.
All right, let's get back to the highlights as it is. Rock Island looking to become playoff eligible with Geneseo also looking to stay playoff eligible. And Jawante Allen to Darius Tongo, 30-yard gain. And then it's Allen to Tongo, breaking some tackles, getting in for the touchdown and the early 7-0 lead. They would add a 2-point conversion from Xavier George to make it, actually, that would make it 21-7 at that point. Then more from Rock Island. Allen to Desmond Woodson. That's a 30-yard gain for the Rocks before he is pulled out of bounds. And then Woodson would finish it off with a 25-yard touchdown from Allen. 28-7 at that point. Rock Island goes on to win 48-7.
United Township looking for win number 5 as well. On the road at Galesburg, down 8-0 in the second quarter. It is the Streaks fighting back. Tristan Legate handing off to Hunter Davina. Shakes off a few would-be tacklers and picks up a big Silver Streaks first down. Then it's Legate connecting with Damian Thomas, handing off there. He finds the corner and works his way to a first down out of bounds at the 8. Legate would finish it from there to Davina, who's having a great night all game, pushes his way into the end zone. They'd trail by just 1 at that point, 8-7. Let's check out a final score in this one. It's the Silver Streaks playing upset, 17-8, the final score.
Let's head down to Quincy. Owlman's still looking for their first victory of the season on the road. Quincy looking good early. They get into the end zone for the touchdown. Then more from the home team. They go to the air and find 6 once again. We'll show you a quick final. Owlman drops this one by 48. 48-0, your final score. Let's hop to the Iowa side of the river. District title on the line at Lancer Stadium. Undefeated North Scott welcoming 6-1 Fort Madison. Second quarter, Lancers up 7-0. Fort Madison with the field goal, but it's blocked by Peyton Cruz. Seth Madden would recover it. North Scott gets the ball back late. Second quarter, and they go right to work. Darnell Butler gets the handoff, bounces outside, and scoots his way 27 yards around midfield for a big first down. Later in the same drive, 4th and 6. Coach Tippett rolls the dice. They get the 6 and a whole lot more. Grayson Jewell to Oliver Hughes with the beautiful catch, getting the ball inside the 15-yard line. And then next play, it's Jewell to Jacob Nelson, 15-yard touchdown. That made it 14-0 at recess. We'll check out a final score. Lancers cruise. They're still perfect on the season, 35-0. They're your district champs as well.
Red Hot Pleasant Valley looking for their 5th straight win on the road at Dubuque Senior, and a beautiful night up there. Barrett Lindmark fresh off of injury, but you'd have no guess at that one because he totes the rock 74 yards to the house. The second play from scrimmage, they'd taken early 7-0 lead at that point. The Rams try and fight back, and it's Landon Salver booting it through the uprights as they try to come back, and then the PV offense would try to get things going once again. The handoff here to Caden McDermott, dodging the defense, finding a hole. He goes down and picks up a big first down on the way. The Rams would once again try and find some offense of their own, but let's check out a final score in this one. It's PV going on the road, getting a big victory, 28-14, the final score.
And on the bus, headed back after a big victory, dark in Dubuque as well, but Rusty Van Wetzinga's in there somewhere. Coach, congratulations. Hopefully you can hear me. Big victory, and you guys are rolling along at the perfect time of year, are you not? You're muted, Coach, so if you can hear me, unmute your Zoom. It's like the pandemic all over again. We'll see if there's the iPhone signal.
Uh-oh.
Gotta love technology, Coach. We might have to go back to Coach here. In fact, we will see if we can get Coach back later on in the show. Cuff will move on, a big one at Tuvel Stadium.
All right, let's head over to Tuvel Stadium. Bettendorf facing a must-win against Cedar Falls. First quarter, 7-0 Bettendorf. Evan Forker gets to the quarterback, causes a fumble. Jackson Gross recovers at the 4-yard line for the Bulldogs. This one goes into the second quarter, and it leads to this Isaiah Martinez 8-yard touchdown, reaching for the end zone, 14-0 Bettendorf. On defense, the Bulldogs were tough. Cedar Falls tries to run to the reverse, but Forker and Martinez team up with a big tackle for loss. They would get the ball back on offense. It's Terry Dunn finding a little space, and he'll break off a big run for a first down. They would not be able to capitalize and score on that drive, but if we check out a final score from Tuvel Stadium, and is Bettendorf getting the shutout they need, 28-0.
Davenport North looking for their second straight win on the road at Muscatine, and the Wildcats get right to work. Giovanni Rivera toting the rock, 15 yards for the touchdown. As he gets into the end zone, they take a 14-0 lead. Later on, North getting ready to score once again early on in the second quarter when it's Darnell Thompson picking off the ball right there, and he'll take it the other way.
To the end zone.
To the end zone in this one to get the Muskies on the board. But the Wildcats would fight back once again. They get to the red zone as the Muskies celebrate a big touchdown there. It is Nolan Mosier keeping and scoring from 1 yard out. 21-6 at that point. Let's check out a final score. It is the Wildcats getting the victory, 34-13.
Hey, Burlington on the road, huge district matchup with Iowa City Liberty, and they would trail in the first quarter, but not for long. Brian Williams, 56-yard touchdown. The extra point was no good. Liberty still led 7-6. Second quarter, it's that man once again. Williams finds a huge hole and goes 38 yards to pay dirt. He had over 200 yards rushing. We'll check out a final score. Greyhounds improved to 6-2 on the season. A good one, 20-18, your final from North Liberty.
Let's head back to the Quad Cities as Davenport Central hosting 6-1 Linmar Brady Street Stadium. Third quarter, Central down 35-6. McCade Jelnick. The screen to Carter Henderson, picks up 12, and that's enough to move the chains. On the very next play, Lions finish the drive with Jelnick deep to Cam Gunther. This one covers 66 yards on the pitch and catch touchdown. That would make it 42-6. The Lions would add another touchdown on their very next play on the next drive. Linmar cruises to a big win, 62-13.
Let's head to DeWitt as Central DeWitt hosted Mount Vernon. Big showdown of 5-2 teams. Check out the defense early on as it's Caleb Grell and Carter Donovan coming up with a big stop that would force a punt. Central DeWitt getting to work through the air. Paul Keene to Lucas Burmeister. He turns the corner, gets to the sideline, and goes 39 yards to the end zone. A quick 7-0 Saber lead. More defense after a long kickoff return. It's Mount Vernon knocking on the door, but check out big Brady Peterson getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. We'll check out a final here. It was 7-0 when I left. Unfortunately, Mount Vernon goes on to win this one, 34-14, your final score. We've reached our first timeout here on the score. Coming up, we're efforting through technology to get a hold of some Pleasant Valley Spartans. Also, a lot more football to get to, including a huge showdown between Erie Prophetstown and Monmouth Roseville. It's all straight ahead on the score.
You're watching The Score on WQAD News 8.
To the
So-
link.
What are we going to do with Rusty? I mean, if he's on.
I don't think, is Rusty still?
Good.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
that's fine.
Good, we're gonna try again.
Okay, he just opened
We're
it.
gonna. Do you want to?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
but-
I'm
so
Can you look to see if Barrett's on there? She's good. We're gonna
Okay,
just keep it on there.
He hasn't said I'll do it.
Okay. We'll just wait. Don't worry about this segment. Maybe in the third segment we might hop back on. So there's no Erie Prophetstown.
He said yeah for
Zoom.
sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
it's
So
already gone.
Here it is. Just hop on and
You don't have to worry about that one because I
and-
moved it to Pleasant Valley, so it's gone anywhere from this side.
is
Okay.
it in B block or C block?
So hey, listen, Kaylin,
It's
can you
it's
move?
whatever block we want to move it to?
Can you-
I have a computer. I can move
Okay.
whatever you want.
Here it is. Just hop on and we'll.
When do you want to do it?
What do we want to do at this block? I think it makes sense this block.
Yeah. Hey, can we?
don't.
We're gonna
Throw my
do
desk.
it after play of the
here.
night. If you can come back out, Barrett should be on there soon. So play of the night, 3-shot, and we'll go into the. Hopefully he gets on. Did you?
Oh, that's fine.
Yep.
Do you want me to move it?
He should be getting
Where
on
do
here
you
soon.
want-
How long do we have?
1 minute, less than a minute.
Hey,
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 where do you want me to move it
listen.
to?
Listen.
I'm moving it.
Yeah, but don't move it. Move it to the D block or C block. We're not. He still has to get on. He's got 45 seconds to get on. That's fine.
fine.
We're going to do it in the C block. So just do this block as scripted.
We'll do it after fan of the night.
The Score Play of the Night, sponsored by Western Illinois University.
Our score play of the night comes from Eldridge Lancer Stadium. They're the district champs with plays like this. Grayson Jewell, a beautiful toss, and the even better catch from Jacob Nelson. The Lancers cruise 35-0. They remain undefeated and #1 in the state. Welcome back to the score. I'm behind a little bit, Celia,
Yeah,
when it comes to my
you're
duties.
supposed to be manning the grill.
We had
You
nothing
kind
on
of
there.
forgot about it.
We're now cooking. We got a lot more highlights to get to. We'll go right back to it and get to a huge showdown in the Three Rivers between Monmouth Roseville and Erie Provincetown winner, your West Division champion. Opening drive, Silas Braun finds Derek Chandler, 7-yard touchdown. Titans looking good, 7-0 early on. In fact, the Titans defense would keep Erie Provincetown in check until Colby Franks airs it out to Jace Grunder. He hauls it in for the big first down, a big gain there. Later in the drive, Panthers cap it off with a touchdown from Connor Sibley. It is 8-7. They trail at the break. Erie Provincetown, though, looking good in the third quarter. They strike quickly. Second play from scrimmage, Colby Franks keeps it off to the races. He goes to the end zone. They get their first lead, 13-8 the score. Erie Provincetown would then capitalize on a Monmouth Roseville turnover. Great field position. Frank again battles his way into the end zone. 19-8. Panthers looking good, but Monmouth Roseville would not go quietly. It's Braun again, this time hitting CJ Johnson in stride, and watch him drag a defender into the end zone for a touchdown. That made it 19-16. Titans right back in it, but fourth quarter, Erie Provincetown puts things away. Mason Misfelt goes in from 7 yards out. We'll check out the final score. Erie Provincetown continues their win streak. It's now at 6 games, 25-16, your final score.
Princeton looking for their 7th win of the season, hosting Bureau Valley. 7-0 first quarter. Tigers D, big. Justin Wilcarius with the sack, breaking through. Second quarter we go, Princeton inside the 10. Tegan Davis rolls left, looks back right, throws to Danny Chahaki for the touchdown. 14-0 at this point, and Princeton would roll to that 7th win, winning 49-20.
Orion making the short trip west to battle rival Sherrard, and it would be a good game early on for the Chargers. Jared Moore rolling out, hitting Quinn Hoftender as he goes down, dragged down by a host of Tigers inside the 10. And if you want to score, all you got to do is feed this guy, Cole Kratzberg, punching it in as the Chargers take an early 7-0 lead. It would not be long before the Chargers once again were in the red zone. It is Moore on the keeper, another house call, 14-0 early on. Let's check out a final score in this one. The Chargers go on the road and win 56-7.
Hey, let's head to the Lincoln Trail. It's Anawan Weathersfield hosting Rova Williamsfield, and it is a nice start for the home team. Dylan Horry hands off to Darius Dickerson. He picks up a nice first down right here. Same drive, it's that same duo doing it once again. They hand off to Dickerson. He makes the guy miss, gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 2-point conversion would fail, though. 6-0 Titans early on. After a stop on defense, it's the Titans going right back to work. Dickerson once again, this time getting inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line, doesn't score on that one. He would score the very next play to make it 12-0. We'll check out a final score. Anawan Weathersfield wins this one 34-6. Your final score. Let's check out some scores from the Illinois side of the river. It's Morrison picking up a 20-point victory. St. Bede comes back and knocks off Hall. It is Stark and Mercer County. Mercer County all over in that one. 54-0. Princeville wins over Ridgewood. It is United going down to Rushville Industry and picking up another big victory. That's huge for their playoff chances. And Rock Falls falls on the road at Oregon. And one more set of boards. Fulton cruises West Central, doubles up on Peoria Heights. We've reached halftime here in the score. Up next, we'll head back to the Iowa side of the river. We'll also check in with Barrett Lindmark from Pleasant Valley. Straight ahead, right here in the score.
Flip them.
Hey, Barrett, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for doing
hey,
wow.
Wow,
That's,
look at that.
That's
Hey,
professional.
We tried with Rusty and the other bus, and he failed miserably. So we're going to let you young
That
kids
doesn't
do.
surprise me.
We're going to let you young kids do. So hey, we're just going to talk to you live for about
We're
a
heavy,
minute and a half.
We're heavy, so.
And we're just going to talk to you about being back and then what this victory means and all that kind of stuff. Probably a couple questions, and then we'll get you out of here.
All right.
Appreciate you, buddy. We'll see you in a bit.
Sounds good.
This is
Hey,
All right,
did we,
sounds
bring-
good.
did we?
Is Fan of the Night
That's
in?
cool. Fan of the night in?
It should be. It says it is.
What is it? Do you
It's
know?
it's the kid captain.
What's his name?
Aiden, I can do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
why
have
don't
you
you
do
do
it.
it?
Let me pull up his thing.
So
Command.
Jeffro, it'll be fan of the night animation, fan of the night, and then we'll come back out to us and do the Zoom with Barrett,
I need,
Aiden
and then we'll get into the highlights again. Is that
Aiden
cool?
Gendro.
I need tip to Comanche if you printed it.
Yep. What am I doing in this block? I should only do a 1.
Oh, I don't have West Liberty. Who has West Liberty? That came from.
Jeffro. Hey,
Jerome?
Yeah, you're
Jerome-
doing northeast.
Jerome.
Does someone
You're doing
have
from
that?
Do you have West Liberty? I think he gave it to you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
have it. I have it. No,
It
you
doesn't
can-
need to be.
You can close them. There you go. West
I
Liberty.
don't have from her.
The Score Fan of the Night, sponsored by Millwright Local 2158.
Aiden Gendro from Comanche. He was honored at the Storm game this evening. He's going to be the kid captain at Iowa's game tomorrow. He's battled heart defects since birth, being treated up in Iowa City. We can't wait to see him up at the Iowa game tomorrow.
Yeah, big night tonight, bigger afternoon tomorrow in Iowa City. Of course, WQAD is the place to watch the Iowa game. Celia will be there with full coverage as well. We told you earlier in the score, Pleasant Valley went on the road and got yet another big victory, and it was the return of their starting quarterback as well. Joining us via Zoom, we went young, Barrett. We got rid of Rusty. We went to the youngster who knows technology. First and foremost, congratulations on the victory. I know it's been tough for you, but talk about the team first. To get another big victory on the road, you guys are really starting to turn the corner at the right time of the year.
Yeah, it was a big win. We started out a little slow tonight, but we finally hit our stride late in the second half. And we're building momentum late in the season, which is exactly what we want to do. So I like where we're headed.
Barrett, you had to miss a few games because of injury. Caden did a great job stepping in and filling in at quarterback for you. But what did it mean for you to get back to the team and help them win tonight?
Yeah, he did a great job. He put us in position every Friday night to get us a win. But obviously, it feels great to be back and be back on the field with my teammates, and especially to get the win in my first game back is a really good feeling.
Barrett, do me 2 favors. 1, make fun of Rusty when you get back for not figuring out technology. 2, stay healthy. Put yourself in bubble wrap. Stay healthy. You got about a month and a half left of this, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll talk to you real soon.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, let's move on to the highlights. We'll stay on the Iowa side of the river and check in on Northeast. They were hosting a big one against Monticello. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Rebels trying to get something going. Junior Jimmy Witzpenning with the first down. Later on, it's 1st and 10. It's Gavin Kramer with the long pass to Carter Pataska. He manages to stay in bounds long enough for the catch before being forced out of bounds. Moving into the second half. In this one, it's Wetspinger again on the kickoff return. It's a good one, but it wasn't quite enough on this night for Northeast. Monticello comes to town and knocks off the Rebels 34-14, your final score.
Comanche looking for their 5th win of the season, hosting Tipton. First quarter, it's Mike Delzell finding Garrett Schultz. He will pick up the first down before being pushed out of bounds. A few plays later, 2nd and 3, it's Tucker DeKerber with the catch. He has a huge night against the Tigers. Still in the first quarter, 3rd and inches, Ethan Schultz finally able to muscle across the end zone for the touchdown. They get the PAT, it says here on. Shelby's very precise.
Very detail-oriented.
7-0 at that point. Comanche goes on to win by 20, 34-14.
The final playoff bid from Class 2A District 5 up for grabs in West Liberty as the Comets look to battle for that one. First quarter, Anamosa on the run. Gets stopped, and the ball comes loose thanks to Josiah Galvan, the UNI commit, recovering as West Liberty will take over. Then it's Drake Collins with a short pass to Galvan, and he'll take it from there, fighting his way through the defense. And it'll make it a 35 gain on the play. Then it's Collins once again connecting, this time with Josh Zeman for the 3-yard touchdown. Check out a final score in this one. It is the Comets with the victory, 42-21.
West Liberty now in the postseason. We'll check out some other games. It is Davenport West having a tough night on the road. Clinton on the road knocks off Mount Pleasant 49-0. Congrats to Clinton on their 2nd victory of the season. Tough night for Maquoketa, tough night for North Cedar. Congratulations to Wapello. They continue their winning ways. More scores, some big games in the Iowa City area. Durant falls on the road. West Branch gets the best of Wilton, and one last one. It was a big one. Easton Valley goes on the road and a battle on beatings and knocks off Lansing Key 51-46. Your final in that one. Last break of the night. Thank goodness Corey realized that I'm burning the
I got him. I got him.
He's good.
You might be doing worse than I did a couple weeks ago.
We have Brian Stocking to save the day. He's up next on The Score.
Galesburg.
I hope Rusty's cool with that.
After you call
Talk.
him out.
Talk.
Yeah, he'll
One,
be
two,
cool with
one, two.
that.
Mic check, 1, 2.
We got to put the
Keep
burgers
going.
on eventually.
Mic
too,
check.
so.
We got mic check. 1, 2.
We had those in the freezer
you're
from
good.
No,
another,
yeah, absolutely.
I was
Hey,
gonna say we
stockpile,
have
you got back up
a,
so we can see everybody. Yep. We are going to do
We got to do storm
your
first.
so he has the score off the top. No, there's the
Storm.
off the top, and then we'll do the animation, come back out, and let Stockpile do his thing. How long total do we have in the break?
About a minute 30 left.
Okay, and your stuff will probably go 40.
Oh, gosh, no, I can do 2 plays.
2 plays. So we'll have a minute. You do not get a minute.
What?
We'll have like a minute coming out of the we can talk a little bit about tomorrow and all that kind of stuff. Big games tomorrow and high school wise. Nope, we're good.
No, we're good. Thank you. Quad City Storm return to the ice after an absence of nearly 580 days. Woo. First period, Evansville on the power play. Puck deflected right to Mike Ferrero. He shoots the scores. It's 1-0. But Quad City would answer with a man advantage. Marcus Ortiz coming in on the left side, finds the back of the net to tie things up 1-1 at that point. But the night would not end very well for the Storm. They do fall 5-3. They're back on the home ice again tomorrow night.
Great crowd at the Storm game, really fired up, almost as fired up as everyone is to hear this man give his stats.
We got Erie Prophetstown tonight winning their school record 6th game in a row. Colby Franks 2 rushing touchdowns gives him 16 on the season, 22 total touchdowns on the year. North Scott pitches their 3rd shutout in their last 4 games. They have outscored the opposition in those last 4 games 139-7.
Wow.
And Grayson Jewell 3 touchdowns gives him 24 passing TDs on the season. Eastern Valley, first ever undefeated season.
All good stuff. We have a huge day of football tomorrow on the Gridiron High School wise. It's Rockridge at Kewanee. That's a great game. And a huge battle in the LTC. A-Town and Knoxville will have that covered. And of course, Celia's heading to Iowa City for a big one with the Hawkeyes.
I might as well take up residency there because I'm there every weekend. You guys don't need me that much, right?
No, it's all good.
The undefeated Hawkeyes, #2 in the nation, taking on Purdue. Can't wait to be up there for
My
that one.
Cyclones are in Manhattan. The Little Apple playing K-State tomorrow night. And Newman plays Mendota also tomorrow night.
Cuff anything?
He used it all.
Justin Cuffler plays tomorrow night, baby. Tomorrow day.
Concordia, Chicago. I'll be there, 11 a.m.
Hey, thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys on the Score Sunday on Sunday, and then right back here next week for the Score. It's fine.
Maybe safer.
But I mean, PV is a good one, and that may be perfect.
Those highlights.
But just go quick. Just go with the touchdown.
Down and then the first down,
Yeah.
and then call it a day.
Yeah, and we say you can hear from Barrett Lindmark.
Where stock should I do one
He
of
had
the?
written that there were
Hey,
two
the
field
Rock
goals.
Island ones. That was.
Those aren't the right names.
Oh no, that's Eli Reese.
No, I was reading. That's what I was
that?
telling you. I was
Wait,
like,
who shot sheeted that?
Yeah, sure, Jordan. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to go on and max preps because
No,
they didn't even
don't ever do
we
that.
have
Yeah.
we have
That would
rosters
have been
down.
nice to know.
We always have
Jordan,
rosters down here.
We have rosters.
I looked, I didn't find one.